This land has many names. Avon, the Pelmus Desert, the Kingdom of Finnegan, the Western Territory. Most people just call it the frontier. It sits to the west of Mardig, a powerful empire with the fiercest navy on the seven seas, separated by a perilous mountain range. Mardig's officially claimed ownership of the frontier for a good 300 years now, although for most of that time, they ignored it because there was nothing of value within the frontier's vast, dry, inhospitable deserts. The frontier was little more than a 700-mile-long stretch of empty wasteland. There were a few attempts to settle it over the years. The Tabaxi created settlements on the coast 200 years ago, but learned fairly quickly it wasn't worth the energy or the bloodshed to try and set up cities in the desert sands. 80 years ago, Reginald Finnegan, a nobleman from Mardig, declared himself king of the frontier and built a few settlements around the central lake. In spite of attacks by the Yuan-Ti, his new nation slowly grew to a population of 20,000 over the next 5.5 decades. The Kingdom of Finnegan was a small but enterprising country. And then, 25 years ago, a few farmers found gold. A flood of settlers from Mardig poured into the frontier, setting up ramshackle boom towns across the desert, all existing solely to dig up gold and ship it back to Mardig. Overnight, the country's population increased tenfold, half of it concentrated in the port city of Righam. This expansion wasn't kind to the Finnegans. A few years after the gold was found, most of the royal family died under suspicious circumstances. Mardig sent troops in to put an end to the chaos and protect the gold trade. 20 years later, they're still in control, at least on paper. But out in the desert, the only law that's recognized is that of the sword and the gun. The frontier is not a good place to live. It is filled with poverty and violence. Mobsters have seized control of its largest cities. Workers are growing fed up with the long hours and low pay. Relations with the Tabaxi and the Yuan-Ti are fraught. Across the frontier, tensions are ready to boil over. Worse, everything in the frontier is just so damn hot. Which is why it's very worrying that it just began to snow.